Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to the Computer Show. You guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this very rainy 21st May 25. We are filming the tower. We are filming some videos. This phone is connected to charge from the computer, and this phone is connected to charge uh, from a battery pack. So yeah, so we're running shit. We are absolutely working our hardest. Today we're doing a game of why Elden Ring is the best thing, the best game ever. And I gotta say, I gotta continue with the story. But this time we'll go for more of a focus thing. I'm having a really hard day focusing wise. ADHD completely overruns me right now. Thoughts are confused. My brain is foggy. So we'll try to do as much as we can, but it's not gonna be easy, right? As long as I try, who gives a shit, right? My apologies. We had some very spicy chips, so we have some gas. So today we're talking about Elden Ring. We're talking about the religion of Elden Ring and how beautiful it is. Now, this video will also be a part two because there's a different religion and the land of shadows. The horn beast, the three fingers, the two fingers. I will talk to you about the most basic of plots, right? The three fingers, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they are, right? I could technically Google it, but it's gonna be another video. The point of this video right now is three things: Marika, Rani, and the Greater Will. So this is my understanding. Please feel free to tell me, dude, you're wrong, or dude, you're right. Hopefully, say I'm wrong because I'm learning something. But from my understanding, we have this god, right, which is Marika. Technically, Marika is not a god; she's a Numen, and the Numen are a very strong race or a very specific race. So I think this is more so what's going on. The greatest thing about America is that, dude, I love this game so much. There's nothing I like more than Elden Ring. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you too. Don't worry. So with Elden Ring, America is a Newman, and that means that she has these. I wouldn't say vision, but she's super important in the story. She is extremely important in the story. Now we have a second thing, and it's the fact that we have Empyrean. Empyrean, if I'm remembering right, are people that are gonna be fulfilling the greater will. So I think they're replacing America. It's been so long, guys. It's been so long since I played the game. I want to try it today. Oh my god, so much to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So, coming back, Rani. Rani, I researched my lore. Rani is the most important character, because she kills Godwin. So I think that she killed Godwin because she wanted to test her own mortality. I think she wants to know if we can kill a demigod. Right, so she killed Godwin before she kills herself, right? Which ultimately led to the shattering of the Elden Ring, which is the plot. This is where we start our story. This is where we enter the scene. This is where we enter the story. But Rani killing herself is super important for multiple reasons. But one of the most important reasons as to why it is so important is because Rani killing herself is freeing herself from the greater will, right? The story of Rani, and it's so funny because my favorite part of Elden Ring was sometimes I feel like a villain, right? And I'm like, I'll never know if what I'm doing is the right thing to do. I'll never know if burning the Erd Tree is the right thing to do or destroying the Erd Tree is the right thing to do. I don't know. I'll never know. A lot of people will say burning the Erd Tree is important because this is Malenia quest, and Malenia is your best friend in the game. She is your finger maiden, right? Everybody wanted to burn the tree. What if the tree wasn't burned and it was not a thing to do? See, when you help Rani and become her consort, you see her ending. So the Rani ending is fuck the greater will, right? I'll give everybody the option to do whatever they want. I'll give the knowledge to people because they have knowledge. They'll be able to do whatever they do. We were talking about AI. We're talking about religion. We're talking about the God of Will and the we're talking about the God of Will. We're talking about we're talking about a lot of things. We're talking about the Truman Show, right? And we're talking about the God, the will of God, but also the Garden of Eden, What if the land between was the Garden of Eden? And what if we were told like, yo, you have to stay there. This is a place that's gonna be safe. Ultimately, when you go to the Land of Shadow, the Land of Shadow is super dangerous, but super, super, super dangerous, right? But coming back to the story, with Ronnie, she gives people the knowledge, right? Now, ultimately speaking, the knowledge is gonna be terrible because this ultimately leads to Bloodborne Siri, and Bloodborne is people doing Nightmare, and this is the darkest timeline. This is the darkest timeline. But at the same time, Ronnie, when she's born, she's a slave. She's like, okay, well, you become an Empyrean, right? And the cruelest thing that they did to Ronnie was Blade. So Blade is one of the people's favorite characters. Blade is absolutely phenomenal. We love Blade. Fuck yeah, Blade. I love you, dude. He's one of my favorite character, if not my favorite character. But the coolest thing with Blade is that he comes in and he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna protect Ronnie. Life purpose is to protect Ronnie. And the coolest thing with Blade is he hates cold. He hates the cold. But Ronnie is a princess of ice. Most of her skills are ice. That's actually really, really, really cool. Now, why is that important? It's actually super important because Blade acts as a self-destruct device. So Ronnie, as long as she's following the will of the gods, the Two Fingers will, Blade will be loyal to her, right? And even EG knows it. EG is like, yo, Blade will turn against Ronnie if she doesn't change. Doesn't want to do it, but it'll turn against Ronnie. And at the end, what happened is Blade becomes Berserk, and this is funny because this is when you give the ring to Ronnie, making her the consort. Oh my god, this is a long time ago. When you kill Astral, Ruler of the Void. It's been too long. I'm sorry, it's been too long. But long story short, yeah. This is the purpose. The purpose is Ronnie needs you, and because Ronnie betrays the greater will, Blades betray her. You kill Blade, which saved Ronnie, but at the same time, if she weren't there, would Blade have won? Possibly. But imagine she's born and she's Empyrean, again, willing to replace the greater will, and she comes in and she's like, yo, I have to do what I need to do, right? And she's like, I don't want to be a slave. So basically, she's seen by a majority of the fan base of Elden Ring as a good guy. She is a good guy. Oh my god. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. Okay, so it's complex, but it's very simple. It's complex but very greedy. People like Ronnie for a very, 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 very simple reason. And the very simple reason is the fact that Ronnie is kind of like, so it's a question of ending. There's, I think it's 6 ending. Most people, they have the best ending, which is Age of Star, which again gives everybody in the land between knowledge, and they save everybody in the land between. And one of the most liked frenzy is a frenzy ending. So the frenzy ending is classic. Is let the world burn, I'll consume everything. Fuck the world, I'll destroy it. But by destroying the world, I'll actually save it, right? Now the question is, do you really save the world, right, or not? Is what you're doing really purposeful or not, right? If the world was supposed to burn, then you burning it is saving it. But if you can save the world without having to burn it, then you fuck it up. It's raining hard outside, which makes people crazy. So people like Ronnie because they like her ending and the agents are. And there's also the fact that she, oh my god, so the land between, right? It's so complex. It's so complex. So the land between, you come in and it's a place that's destroyed. And I think one thing that Elden Ring does really, 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 really well and really nicely is they do a almost perfect job at showcasing how bad the land between are. They're doing a excellent job at showing that everything is going to shit. The life is going to shit. Everything is going to shit. So then they're showing you, and this is a really cool thing. They show you the table of round table of old. So the round table of old are people that believed in Marika, in Queen Marika. So fuck, it's complex. So technically speaking, Marika, she breaks the Elden Ring, right? And people say that Marika is the one that rebirthed you. So the beginning of the game is your tarnish. A tarnish is, I don't remember what is a tarnish. It's been too long. I'm gonna be playing Elden Ring tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'll be playing Elden Ring tonight. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm repeating myself, but what you gonna do about it? And to me, this is so, it's so perfect because how can I even start to talk about it? It's so good. Ah, I feel it's just perfect. So because Queen America rebirths you, you feel like you owe her something. The Queen America, she's wrong. Well, she could be wrong, right? We don't know the true ending. So the table rolled are full of tarnish people that are thinking, save Queen America, we have to save her, we have to save her, we have to save her. Now the problem with the table old is they all die. Spoiler, they all die. Sophia, she becomes one of the bad guy. Dee dies betrayed. Rodrika, she stays, but she says, so Rodrika is a special case. Rodrika wasn't summoned to the table hold. You were summoned, not her. You bring her there and say, hey, you'll be safe there. You'll be safe. Yug is enslaved to the table hold, so he loses his mind. Diallo ends up dying. Everybody from the table old dies. Now, what does that tell you? Well, if everybody from the round table old dies, maybe they were weak to begin with. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're just weak. Maybe they were meant to last. They weren't meant to survive in this fucking world, right? So as much as it sucks, this is their fate. Their fate was to die a horrible, horrible death, a horrible death. So it kind of shows you that the table hold is weak. There's the volcano manor. The volcano manor is the recusant. The recusant are people that said fuck the greater will. Fuck this. He said I don't need the greater will to survive. So the recusants are people that wants to fight. They'll be like, yo, if I want to survive in these lands, I have to fight and I have to be strongest. Only the strongest survive. So they kill everybody. They kill other tarnish, right? But then at the same time, they're wrong. The volcano manor is wrong because the only thing that they're doing is Rykard, the Lord of the Manor, who pushes them to fight, to become stronger. Then when they're strong enough, he eats them because he eats powerful beings that become part of him, and the more he eats, the stronger he's becoming. Right? And that is the craziest thing. When you think about it, this is the craziest thing. Because Godric the Grafted was super weak. Godric the Grafted, so it's complex. Godric the Grafted was weak for a simple reason. See, it's so complex. So what happened is America was a god, right? So America has kids with Godfried and Renala. So they have demigods as kids, which is Rykard, Radon, Rani, Godwin, Mog, Morgoth, Melania. I don't remember his name. Mesmer, and Melania and Michaela, right? And they're being God. So Godfried isn't the kid. Godric isn't the kid of Godfrey. Is a kid of Godfrey. So technically speaking, one of the son of Godfrey and Marika is Godric. No, not Godric. Is Goldwyn, the Golden, and Godwyn the Golden has a kid, which is Godric, which is why Godric said, "I'm the last of the Golden lineage." Right? Goldwyn, it's been so long, guys. It's been so long. Long story short, it's why he's weak. So to become stronger, he graft people arms. So when you see the tarnish and see how strong he is, like I'll graft you. I'll use you for my body. Rykard did the same thing. Right? Rykard also believes in another god and a serpent god, right? But long story short, Rani comes in and she's like, "Fuck your enslavement," right? And Rani, why she's like that is because we're seeing the round table and say we're weak. So then, it's kind of cool because as a tarnish, the only person we have to believe is Melania. However, Melania kind of betrays you. Not betrays you, but she leaves you. She's like, you're not the person I was looking for. I made a mistake. You're not the person I want, right? So technically, it's a complex story, but you come in to burn down the Earth Tree, but then you realize that you cannot burn the Earth Tree, right? You can't burn it yourself. You have to actually go in and take the fire of the giant, burn the tree, and then what you have to do is you have to go in the Earth Tree and destroy it from within. So then she sees that you cannot do it. She's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna lose my time with you. So she leaves you. But more than that, there's a lot more than that. So, for example, because all of the round table that dies, you think, okay, well, everybody's gonna die in here except for Ronnie. Ronnie, for some reason, you think that she's strongest. I would also there's a couple of things that prove that Ronnie is out there. Ronnie also has some followers. She has Blade and she has EG. She has Serpetus, but Serpetus is trying to betray her. So fuck Serpetus. So because she has EG and Blade, she's like, okay, well, people believe in her. So see, there's a couple of contestants that you really believe for Elden Lord. There's Vikes, because everyone tells you that, oh, Lord Vike was so strong. And then there's Ronnie. Ronnie possibly could be it. What was that noise? So yeah, so you follow Ronnie, and Ronnie, she seemed as a good person, right? But then Ronnie is super selfish, super selfish. If she didn't kill God, if she accept her fate of being a slave, if she accept that she was born a slave and she couldn't change anything about it, she would have never killed Godwin. She would have never killed Godwin. She would have never break the Elden Ring. She would have never break the Elden Ring. The war would have never started. The war would have never started. Nothing would have happened. The life was good before she started shit. But then she started shit, so everybody has to suffer. Which is pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.